Okay, cool. Looks like we're getting some traders on here. I'm going to cover my shorts this morning and what trades I took. I took them on my top one instant accounts with the CFDs and futures. So we'll go over that. So it was quite a nice morning. Well, choppy at first before obviously getting the shorts into the afternoon. I managed to catch a little piece of it before obviously getting a continued drop. But yeah, again, you're not going to catch every single move. But yeah, first and foremost, I did take the DAX in the London session, which was pretty nice. I actually bought the DAX. So interesting day today. Normally we do see the DAX, and well, at least for myself, because I'm from South Africa, so I trade in the London session as well. So I normally see quite a correlation between the DAX as well as US markets. But if you got any questions, make sure to put them in the chat here. I am live at 8 a.m. Eastern time, by the way, for anyone that Wednesday through to Friday for pre-market prep in the Edgefield Discord. But obviously, looks like we are getting a few more guys on here during this time. So yeah, we're going to be doing more of these daily reviews, and hopefully this helps you. You know, I'm always sharing my wins and losses with regards to my trading, and hopefully it helps you in some way. Okay, cool. So let's go with my trade on the DAX. So pretty nice longs here. Pretty easy longs, I would say, in terms of what I was looking for. So let's just actually, again, you can get the Edgefield indicators. I use the London session opening range. We took out the highs and we got a pullback, and I actually got the longs. I ended up closing for a little piece on my top one instant account over here. I think on the 50K account, I took this on the 50K account. Let's just wait for this to load. Should be loading. Okay, let's wait for that to load. Clearly not loading, so I'll get that up in the back end. But I want to show you, because I do want to show you on how I'm going across with these accounts as well. And then, but yeah, let's first speak about that. So the DAX, we traded above the opening range high. Okay, and clearly above VWAP as well. That black line is the start of session VWAP as well. And start of day VWAP. The blue line is the start of London session VWAP as well. And clearly long biased above there, right? Clear high lows, breaking through the opening range high, and I'm looking for the longs. So pretty simple play there. Nothing too hectic about that. And then that I took on a CFD account. The nice thing about the CFDs is you can trade the DAX on it, which is obviously during my session. But I just want to get up this 50K accounts. There we go. Okay, so it looks like that. So I've actually been trading this for quite some time. I mean, I've been trading it for 24 days now. This is an instant funded account. And then so that's been going quite nicely. I'm up $1,800 on it. I've got to get to a 20% consistency before taking a payout. So I know a lot of you guys are looking for instant accounts to trade. I personally am trading with Top One and Hydra. I've been quite, vocal about that online. I'm just trying to narrow down my focus. But yeah, $161 on that account here today. You can see trading mainly the DAX, a little bit of NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow. So that was on that account. And then I've got the futures account that I did take with Top One Futures. Again, Top One have CFDs and futures, which is really, really neat. And then this account, I just took a little bit of a short because I was up nicely from the CFDs trading the DAX. I just took this on the ES and made $100 today on this. I am, again, first getting used to contract sizing and everything like that. Being in South Africa, we are quite limited in the amount of, which futures companies we can actually trade. So you guys from the States and UK and everything like that are quite lucky in terms of being able to trade a whole host of futures accounts. For me, I obviously had to trade CFDs as well as the Top One futures now, which they have opened up to South Africans. So that was my trade on the DAX. Let's speak a little bit about ES that I showed you that I took. So this was pretty straightforward as well. So let's just make sure we get the New York session opening range up over here. Okay, like this. And again, I've got, you can check out Edgefield, right? I'll speak about a couple of reports that I use now, as well as you can use my codes here with these futures companies and CFD companies if you guys have any look. Perfect. Okay, so let's have a look at US 500. So yes, pretty simple. We don't take out the opening range high. This is a 5-minute time frame. We don't take out the highs. We take out the lows to the downside. I got my stop above that level there. We get a pullback to this New York session VWAP. And then I take the next break of the low. And that was really my trade. I got about 10 points on it, so nothing big. And obviously we end up dropping off. Of course, we end up dropping more. But it was pretty choppy to start at the open. So, I mean, I'll take that for an afternoon, for me, afternoon trade after a great winner on the morning session on my CFD accounts. But let's speak about a few reports why I did like ES, okay, for the short. So let's first speak about the opening. So this is in the what's in play again section. So with reports and that, you can always filter that down to what's in play. I'm mainly looking at the orb, the RB, and then opening candle continuation. So let's look at ES. You can actually see that this is a big one. This opening candle continuation was showing that we were bearish. So that first hour being bearish does give me a great confluence along with that opening range low break that we will be looking for shorts, right? And that basically kept me in line with, with what I wanted to be looking for. That was trading below the VWAPs, below the, the daily VWAP, which is that start of day VWAP, the black one, below the New York open VWAP, the blue one. And again, with the two reports with H4, we had the opening range low break, and then the first hour being bearish as well. So I think for those listening here in the Discord, any questions so far? But what I would, what's been helping me in my own trading has been just focusing on trading in that first hour's direction, along with obviously price action and that type of stuff. So use the H4 reports, at least with my own discretional trading. What I've been finding success with is using the reports along with your price action structure and everything, and whatever you guys use in terms of that. For me, I like VWAP. But yeah, as I said, like this is the CFD accounts I got with Top One. This one account I've been trading only for a couple of days over here. 7 days ago, I'm up 1%. Over here, this one I'm up $800. I didn't actually trade this one yet today. Again, I only started this one 7 days ago, and then this one I'm up. Yeah, after 24 days, I'm up 3.6%. So it's been going quite nice and solidly. I've only, as I said, I only really kind of locked in with the instant accounts in the last month, and that's just what I'm going to be focused on. And luckily for me, Top One offer CFDs and futures. Why did you take the second retest of S&P 500, not the first one? I was away from the desk. For those following me, my son was born in February, and he was not too stoked to start at the session. So I only actually got to the charts when we were over here. And that's why I took the second retest. So call it lucky, but I was away from the desk on that first break. But I missed that first break and ended up getting the second one. So it was more luck than intuition or anything like that. But I think if you are taking that first break there, what I like to do is I'm watching the 5-minute time frame for like at least 5-minute closures above or below that range to confirm it. So that's personally what I'm doing. That's what's been working for me, and I'm gonna look to take a nice payout. If I can make 10 grand across just this set of accounts, I'll look to scale from there. Again, I haven't been trading prop firms, the instant accounts. I've been focused on the challenges, and I'm finding the instant accounts much more beneficial to how I trade, more slow and steady in terms of trying to sling it all the time. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, just the best one for the new family. Yeah, he's super cool, but Ken, he was not too stoked this afternoon. So yeah, good evening from Bulgaria. Hey, good to have you on. I was actually in Hungary this past 2 weeks. Good evening from Bulgaria, almost the same time zone. Also had wins on the DAX long stay. Great stuff. Good to have you on. But yeah, again, for those actually in the chat now too, that are wondering about the edge full free trial. I do get a lot of stuff like that. Only for those that actually join my streams pre-market, but as I said, I'm gonna start doing more of these trade recaps in around about this time. You actually can get a free trial in the link in my bio. I'll put the link in the chat here as well. But over here, there's my prop firm discounts for, as I said, Hydra coming out with their instant program in August, and I said I'm only going to be focused on Hydra and Top One, and then Top One have their instant accounts ready across CFDs and futures, which you can use my codes over here. Yeah, Edge will also offer a free trial, but you'll only know that if you actually join the streams link in my bio over here, and you will get a 7-day free trial if you have not already had one. But you will only know that if you actually do join these streams, right? So that was my trading today. Again, as I said, like a pretty nice going across the accounts. I'll bring them up again, but my goal is to I might leave a buffer on some of the accounts. I might just take the payout on the others, but we'll see how we're going. Again, it's my first experience with futures and with instant accounts. So I don't know. We're just going to see how it goes and go along with that, right? As I said, like my plan is to kind of make 4% across the accounts on these 100K accounts to get them to 104K balance. And then this 50K account, I'm already up almost 4%. So yeah, I'm going to see if I can take a nice chunk there. If I can take 10 grand from these set of accounts, I'm just going to look to scale from there every month, yeah. So that was that. What made you only take a trade of the 5-minute closure, the orb algo same rules? Personally, for me, I just like the 5-minute closures with my discretional trading. Okay, so my discretional trading, that's what I'm looking for. It's just what I've been finding success with in my own trading. Whether it works for you or not, I'm not too sure, but hopefully it can help some of you that have been, maybe getting faked out in terms of taking the 1-minute closure and everything. Okay, let's go over a couple more reports that I like to use. So as I said, I've mentioned the opening candle continuation report and the orb report. Let's just actually go over the power of those. We can actually look at that. So let's go to ES or NQ. Let's go to NQ for you guys. NQ, let's go last 3 months. Okay. Let's go to the opening candle continuation report. Okay, we can see in the last 3 months, it's been pretty good stats. 75% if the first hour is bullish, we've closed as a bullish closing day, and vice versa for the shorts, call it 71% of the time. So, that's pretty good stats in my opinion. Again, like if you're trading NVIDIA, also pretty solid, like last 3 months opening candle. That's 84 and 77, so really, really solid statistics there. And it's something that I really enjoy, using in my own trading, or with VWAP, and then that first hour's directional bias as well. Again, any other questions, guys? I'm going to keep these to about 10 to 15 minutes. We don't need to go on too much. So nice green day for there, there for me. I'm going to keep you, again, I share all my wins and losses. I'm not claiming to be the best trader in the world. I'm just here to make money for my family and be the best I can be every single day. And hopefully that you guys, follow along and learn a few things if it all helps you or whatever it is, we can connect as well. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys being on. Ho, I see you on. Ho is always on for my pre-market preps. Yeah. Scotty, Katie, Jay. Yeah, Zay. Good to have you guys on. Opening candle is the first hour. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, first hour. But you can change the report as well, like on these sub reports, which I find quite cool. The thing with what I've, in the start of the year when I did have when my son was born, I try to overcomplicate my trading. I've been doing this for 7 years. There's always going to be ups and downs. I know that. There's going to be highs and lows, but I try to overcomplicate it. So I always try and keep it simple. I try and stick to the same thing every single day. But you can change these sub reports. Like look over here, you can customize this to make it like 5 minutes, 3 hours, but I use 1 hour. Yeah. I appreciate you, bro. Do you mind sharing the stats of the last 6 months on DAX for your RB price? Yeah, we can have a look at DAX. So DAX, obviously, they don't have the FDAX that you'll have to go to the Forex section because it is a CFD. And if you have a look over here, let's just go to the London session. Because again, London open for the DAX is 9 a.m. South African time, 3 a.m. Eastern at the moment. So let's just wait for that to come up. Last 6 months, RB, if the price moving 25% of the entry range, stop loss middle of the range, short on the YouTube, on ES on one of your videos. Yep, perfect. So we can just have a look. Obviously, the DAX has been on a massive 10 in the last 3 months, but we can have a look at the 6 months as well. So shorts haven't been working too great on the DAX. And that's where you have to know this. So longs have been working great, 74, but look at that. The shorts have been getting cooked because we have been moving a lot higher on the DAX. That's bloody for sure. Look at this, Look at this. This is a daily time frame on the DAX. We have been moving higher. It's just as simple as that. So yeah, you wanted to look at the last 6 months on the DAX with the RB initial balance. So we can look at that. And then you wanted to look at by sub report by by levels or by retracement, right? By retracement. Yep, we can have a look at that. Okay. So you wanted to, level 1, level 2, level 3. You can take a screenshot of that if you want. But again, if you want to come check the free trial, the link is in my bio. And then again, you can get discounts with top 1. Again, I'm only going to be focused on top 1 CFDs, top 1 futures. You can use the code JRB to get a little bit of a discount there. And then Hydra, when they come out with their instant fund accounts, I've got a great relationship with the guys at Top 1 and Hydra, and when they come out with the instant accounts in August, I will be focusing on that. Do you watch commodities? GC had a nice RB break. I personally don't trade commodities. I'm literally just trading DAX and then ES on NASDAQ. That's what I'm being focused on. But we can definitely have a look at gold for sure. Good. Do you guys enjoy this time, like in terms of doing like the daily reviews of holds me accountable to speaking about how my day went, as well as just being getting on a few, and speaking about some H4 reports, anything that you guys are looking for. Yeah, it looks like there's some nice RB retracement of Yeah, this looks like I'm sure you're talking about this pullback before getting the longs, right? This recap is great. Perfect. Okay, we'll continue doing it. I appreciate you guys being on. As I said, it holds me accountable in terms of, I always do this anyway, so I might as well just get in the Discord and do it as well. So that was my day. Green on the DAX on the CFD accounts, on the longs, green on the shorts on my futures account, on the ES shorts, and Bitcoin almost above 108. It's very helpful. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, appreciate you guys again. Thanks for being on with me. And we'll see you then tomorrow around about. I'm not going to give a time. I'll let you guys know in the Discord, but you guys know I'm always here in the chat. Go give my socials a follow and everything like that. It's all over there. I'll put the link again in the chat. Go have a good rest of the day. Don't look to trade now into the close. Take it easy. And we'll be back tomorrow. Let's learn. Let's keep growing together. And appreciate you guys being on. Take it easy. And there's life off the desk as well. So make sure to get free up your Monday too. Cheers, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you on tomorrow.